You brothers and sisters, scenthound is back again. And what do we have here? Two beautiful fragrances. On the left, in this boxing match, we have Sauvage Eau de Parfum by Dior, and in the right, we have La Nuit de l'Homme by YSL Saint Laurent. In terms of noses, La Nuit is by Olivier Polger. Correct me if I was wrong. And Dior is under the nose of Francois Demachi. All right. So, oops, sorry, guys. La Nuit de l'Homme is not by one person; it's by three people. Three people whose names escaped me. But you know what they say about three brains being better than one, right? So, yep. This is not by Olivier Polger. I'm sorry. I apologize. This is by three people whose names are yeah, you can do the googling on the stuff. I can't remember the offhand, but yes, it seems that when three people get together to work on a perfume, the results can be just stupendous, marvelous, right? All right, okay, now after the apologies, back to our discussion. So one of the greatest pleasures in life for me is that if I were to think about or review two perfumes who are on top of their league, right? And you put one on one hand and another on the other hand to compare them, and you keep going ooh ah every time. You're just in bliss, right? I mean, wearing one sweet legendary perfume is already what feeling good is all about. I mean, that's why we go out, look for, hunt for, pay good money, and wear those things, right? Because it makes us feel good. It's a very pleasant thing. And among our sensations, vision, hearing, touch, and so on, olfactory or smell is one of the most primal. And the good Lord, right? For those who believe in God, has made this sensation in which we can take pleasure in. Okay, so definitely when you wear one good perfume, you already feel great. And if you are a perfume collector, perfume hobbyist, and you go look for more than one, you have a few perfume smells that you absolutely love, and you put a great perfume on one hand and another great from another hand, imagine it's like what double happiness. You're smelling, you're like going ooh ah, and man, that's nice. You guys should do that, right? Those of you have a few good perfumes, a few favorites. If you don't have favorites, go shopping, okay, once a week. Take a walk to the mall, smell one perfume, or yeah, you can safely smell two or three, and then you can take a walk, go to the other shops, and then buy other products or look at other products, have some food, watch a movie or what, and then you can come back to another perfume shop or another retailer, and then maybe smell another perfume, and then take your time, and over time you will find that you among the many perfumes, you'll find a few that you absolutely love, that really lifts up your mood. Sorry, I'm going on a tangent a bit here, but what the heck. And then one day, what you do, you take perfume A, favorite perfume A, put it on your left neck, left hand. Favorite perfume B, you put on your right neck, right hand, and you're just walking around in heaven, man. People might be wondering, why is this guy walking around with a grin on his face, right, man? That's just awesome. So yep, so I think you sort of know the conclusion of this boxing match. Both fighters are terrific. Okay, both are punching above their weight, and it's there's no winner, literally. There's no winner. So I did give Sauvage Eau de Parfum a slightly lower mark because it was a bit too overhyped and all that, but that doesn't take anything away from the quality of the perfume itself. And just that I had this feeling that the Eau de Toilette could be better, so maybe I subconsciously reduced the mark somewhat for this. But if this was the only perfume in the line, maybe I would have given it a better mark. But I reserve my judgment until I've field tested the other Sauvages as well, right? That's why initially, in my initial impression, I gave this a 3 out of 5, 2.5 to 3 actually, but I eventually said 3 out of 5. But this one, there was no doubt. This I just fell in love with this. It's got. They talk about this being having a top of cardamom and then coming down to the lavender. But I keep thinking there's a small amount of cola in there somewhere, some kind of a fizz. I don't know, some kind of a grapey soda or something like that. That sort of is really pleasant. Maybe it's a hidden ingredient. Who knows? And what do you call it? For Sauvage, we know the ambroxan base. Although it starts off at the top with some bergamot, it's anchored. Especially EDP has the addition of vanilla to it, right? So yeah, I keep smelling each wrist and then going like, what a day, right? So conclusion, guys, you can't go wrong with either of these perfumes. Just that Sauvage being EDP is a bit of a stronger projection, a bit more longer lasting compared to La Nuit de l'Homme. La Nuit de l'Homme is famous for being short acting and not so projecting and that kind of thing. That's one of the biggest criticism of it. Okay. So in that sense, I guess in the trust run you can say technically by technical points, Sauvage wins because it's got that advantage of smelling pleasant and projecting well and lasting decently long as well. Okay. In terms of price, of course, both of these are on the more of a cream of the designer game, and their prices reflect that they'll be on the higher side. But it's worth it. Sometimes I think. I'm not talking about poor or rich. Sometimes you talk about taste, you talk about being classy and so on, right? You can be rich and spend a lot of money, buy all kind of weird things, but there's this balance, between quality and what do you call it, price and so on, right? So even if you're relatively poor, rather than buying, let's say, alcohol-filled cheapo trash and every month, okay, you can buy a good quality perfume like this, maybe I guess even if it's once a year and you use it more selectively, right, for certain functions and parties or whatever, and on other times you can just just be clean with soap and water, and that's just quite okay. Just wear some powder and so on. So I of course, if you talk about niche level perfumes, you go into what do you call it, uh, Homage, for example, or Creed, they are totally different level, right? That's you can argue that that's ridiculous, that's more extreme. But the higher level of designer brands, I think, is still reasonable. But yeah, I mean, who am I to say, right? There are a lot of people in this world, and there might even be some cheapos which are really good for the price. Okay, so I'm not going to judge, but just that my experience after smelling a bunch of things in my life, yeah, these things have a name and a reputation for a reason. All right, so let me conclude, guys. I've been blabbering on for a long time. Both are great, and Sauvage wins by a tinge due to its better projection and longevity. Also, it's Eau de Parfum, you must note that. But even the Eau de Toilette, generally, I think it's a stronger perfume overall. Sauvage line is stronger overall. But Le Nuit de l'Homme slightly loses this battle for the public. But my favorite is, again, by a slight tip, is La Nuit de l'Homme, because this is good too, man. So I'm saying I'm keep going ooh ah with both my wrists alternating my nostrils, right? Okay, so with that, I'll see you guys next time. Yeah, just before I go, just a bit of the bottles. Classy, look at these bottles, man. Classy, beautiful printing, magnetic top for the Dior, while La Nuit de l'Homme has this gradation and very nice the straw thing, right, for the atomizer. And look at the cap of the YSL. It's like really like one of those 1960s 70s skyscrapers, with that kind of shape. Okay, so the bottles themselves are very classy and very regal looking, not too like, let me just twist the camera to the left a bit, not too Teddy looking, not too weird looking and weird smelling, right? Teddy, hi, what do you think? Yes, Teddy agrees. Tiger agrees. All right, so with that, I say bye bye to you guys. Take care. See you guys in the next review. Give your comments, participate. That's what it's all about, right? Participating, commenting, discussing, and enjoying all these perfumes that the nose that God has given us enables us to appreciate, enjoy. Take care, guys. Bye bye. See you guys.